customizing your permalink structure. Okay, this is really important. Essentially what this means is whenever we create a page or a post or whatever in WordPress, WordPress is going to assign a number to it. The default setting on WordPress, unfortunately, this is a terrible thing. This is one of the worst things about WordPress, and that if you don't fix this, it's bad news. Let me just show you an example here of this. I am at a blog here. This is a sample blog that I created. And let me show you, if I go to one of the pages, this is an embroidery company. You can see that the page is called page. You just ignore this stuff here. This is just where it resides, but this is not even a real blog. So, but this is what we're concerned about. Ideally, this page would be called embroidered hats, but what it's called here is page underscore ID equals 7. That's not very search engine friendly. So what we need to do is we need to do something called we can customize our permalinks. And to do that is not that difficult. What we need to do is from our administrative panel here, we click on Settings, and there it says Permalinks. Okay? This comes up here, and what we want to do is go with a custom structure. And we're going to put the custom structure right in there. And what's the structure going to be? Well, it is going to be this right here. Percentage category, percentage, slash, percentage post name, percentage. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Okay, so you can see I put it right there. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes. Now here's the catch. In most cases, you're going to get this message here. It's going to say you should update your .htaccess now, because WordPress typically can't do it on its own. If it can, it will. But if you see it says here, if your htaccess file were writable, we could do this automatically, but it isn't, so you got to do it yourself. Now, don't get worried. This is probably going to happen to you because in most cases, your htaccess file by default is not going to be editable, and I don't even think that you should have it be that way personally. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and highlight this code. I'm going to go ahead and right-click it so I can copy it. And I need to create a file on my computer. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my FTP program to look at my WordPress install, and right where my WordPress is, I'm looking for a file that's called htaccess. Now there isn't one here, so I need to make one. If there was one here, all we need to do is open it up and edit it and paste the code in that we just copied. But since we don't have it, what we need to do is create one. So I'm going to go ahead to my computer. I'm going to open up Notepad and paste it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this file as .htaccess, like that. I'm going to save it. And now I need to navigate to where I saved it and upload it. Okay, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and upload it, just like I uploaded the plugins. And now it's on my WordPress blog. So now, when I go to my blog, let's start off by going back to the home page. And now whenever I click on a page, let's say about our company, okay, you can see that now the page is about, or let's say embroidered hats. Now it's embroidered hats. So what this means is that the physical name of the page reflects whatever the page is about. So if you don't do this, it's just going to be a bunch of numbers, which is bad news. You really need to have it be text. So I know that the permalink thing, honestly, it's one of the most complicated things that we'll do in this video series. So I really encourage you to give it a try, because it's a big deal. It really is. And the good news is that this is a bit of a barrier that a lot of people, they don't get past. They don't bother to change the permalink structure, and because they don't bother to change it, they are losing out big time. And now when they create posts, Google looks at the title and they don't really understand what it's about because it's a bunch of numbers rather than it could have been something as simple as embroidered hats. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and do this. If you have trouble, just ask. If you really have trouble, you can pay somebody to do this for you. You could just go on to Run a Coder. Just as one of those things, maybe this is really challenging for you. So what I would encourage you to do is to watch this video series and write down what you really want to make sure is changed on your blog, and then pay somebody to do it for you. But I really want you to understand that, since you have this video here to watch and also the book that came with it too, just take it step by step and give it a try. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. But the important thing is that at the end of the day, you have this done on your site, because it really does make a significant difference.